Right, well, it's gone just gone 9 o'clock now. I'm ready to set off. I must admit, hearing it raining outside and being in a comfortable bed didn't inspire me to get up, but it's got to be done. So there's one or two items that are not essential, and I would be worried about them getting wet, a little bit worried about them getting wet, so I've left those at home here. But the forecast is for rain all the way, so I'm geared up in my waterproofs. First time I've worn these leggings, I think, since I bought them. But we'll see how we get on. I'm about to set off. So I don't think there'll be many pictures today due to the weather, but we'll see how we get on. So see you on the next one. Alright, we've been going out a couple of hours, just over a couple of hours. Going on for 6 miles, not quite yet. Oh, it's wet and miserable. You can see across. There is Great Carver, then the footpath goes in the valley over there. So I'm going to have a bit more of a drink and then head on off. It's not pleasant stopping, it's not pleasant walking, it's just got to be done, so I'll just carry on shortly. Right, we're over halfway. I've come across this mine, not quite sure what it's called. When I put the video up, I'll put the name on the screen. It's just so wet at the moment, trying to get anything out to find things is very difficult. But we're over halfway now, so I'll carry on and see you on the next one. Alright, we've just stopped for another refreshment break. If the weather was better and or I had the energy, I would maybe take some pictures of this waterfall, but it's very wet at the moment. If it wasn't so wet and it was nice and warm, I could afford to say anything. We've done over 10 miles now, so we're not doing too bad. And we're not too short of High Pike, which is the Wainwright for today. Right, we've come across this little bothy on the path, not far from High Pike. And it's just so nice to get out of the rain, just for a little while. Just have a proper rest before we do the last few miles. I mean, it'll slow down my average speed, but I need to have a rest. Gonna have a bar of chocolate and a drink as well. Right, so we've made it to the top of High Pike, which is the highest point on the Cumbria Way and the only Wainwright. So that means I've now done 155 Wainwrights and 59 to do, so I'm going to have to get on with those. I think that'll be good practice for when we go to Greenland. Having got it fit enough to do these 5 days, I need to keep that fitness. You can see where I've come from. It's not a very nice day, as you can see the mist's coming in, but we're heading down now. So right, we've made it to Cumbria, just by the river here that we can probably hear. This is the destination for tonight, but I'm going to carry on along the footpath, see if we can find somewhere suitable to camp for tonight. At some point I'll get some water. At least at the moment it's more or less stopped raining. Still a bit damp in the air, but at least it's not raining. Hopefully if I can get somewhere, get the tent up, it might dry out a bit before I need to go to bed. Right, we found this nice little campsite as we're about to leave Cumbria, so far better camping here than trying to wild camp, particularly given the weather. It's actually been quite nice since being here. Certainly got the tent dried out, put it up first thing and got it dried out. A lot of other things are dry. There's one or two things just still there in the air just to try and dry them out a bit more. But it won't be too much longer before we hit the sack, so see you on the next one. Good morning. I've cleared our tent, it's all packed up and we're about to start walking. Very early start today. It's just about 6:30 and I thought we'd get going. Checked on the internet and there's a bus from Carlisle at 4 o'clock that would be useful to get that bus, so it's enough now. So Carlisle, here I come. Again, the weather's not brilliant. It's not raining, but it's drizzling. I think it's going to drizzle for most of the morning, so we'll just have to put up with it. So, given the terrain, the weather, I don't think there'll be many pictures, if any at all. See you on the next one. Right, we're making progress and just coming along, walking by this very pleasant little river. Without looking at the map, I'm not quite sure what the river's called. I'll maybe put the name up on the video. Put it up. Yeah, it's very pleasant. Been going, well, maybe about 3/4 of an hour, so making good progress so far. And it's drier than I expected. The forecast was for drizzling. At the moment it's quite dry, so the cagoul's come off. I'll see how we get on, so I'll see you on the next one. Right, we've been making progress, been going well over an hour now, done over 3 miles. Come down that track, I've come across this nice little church. We're at Sebegum. So that's not quite nice, just a brief stop to I've taken a photograph that I put on Instagram stories. Let's take the backpack off for a while. And we're heading that way, so still quite a way to go, but we're making progress. As I say, given the terrain, I don't think there'll be any pictures with the big camera today. We'll see. Maybe take some at Carlisle, celebrate getting there. We'll see. So see you on the next one. Right, just stopped for a short refreshment break, just a drink I think at this stage. Well, it's getting a little tedious at the moment. As you can see, it's just field after field, and I think that's how it's going to carry on for the next few miles. Been going a little over 2 hours and have done over 5 miles, so we're making excellent progress. This isn't my sort of walking. I prefer the fells, the spectacular views, but there's nothing wrong with it, but there's nothing at the moment that maybe because I'm tired or whatever, there's nothing that strikes me as a good photograph. And having got partly dried off, I've just had to go through some longish grass, so my trousers are quite wet again. They'll dry, but it's just a bit of a pain, so I'll have a bit more of a drink and then we'll carry on. So see you on the next one. Right, decided I need a rest. So I've stopped here. You can probably hear all the sheep in the fields. So stop here, have a bite to eat and a drink and carry on. I reckon we're about halfway to Carlisle for the day. I've done 8 miles, so we're doing well. But I think the initial energy I was setting off during the day and thinking, oh yeah, I can do this, can do that, starts to wane a little. So, but I'm doing very well. So I'll have a bite to eat and drink, and then we'll carry on. Right, we're not far from Ulverston now, and came upon this. Let's see, we've got the weir or waterfall, whatever you want to call it, there. And then in the garden we've got like a scarecrow type of thing. So I thought it was well worth taking a photograph. So if we look at the back of the camera, we'll see there the settings for the final shot, f11, half a second. I've got a polarizer filter on, which partly to polarize the water and to reduce the light. So we'll see how that comes out. I've taken some with and without the polarizing filter and different shutter speeds, so if it's any good I'll put it up on the video next. As you can probably gather, we're in Carlisle and we've got to the end, so we've finished it. 5 days, 75-ish miles, so I'm tired, but I'm not overtired. I mean, I could walk a bit more, although I prefer not to today. So I think a drink and possibly something to eat, and then there's a 4 o'clock bus back to Keswick. So that's the aim now. It's gone 1 o'clock now, so right, if you've watched the video to this point, or videos, thank you very much.